You may want to prepare now, as a $4.5 trillion tax increase is coming for you and your family as a result of 2025. Unless lawmakers step out in front of this thing and stop it, it will be coming and it will be impacting all of us in a massive way. I have all the details for you here in the video and what you need to know about this. Let's get into it and talk through the details. All right, now this goes back to 2017. There was something that was passed, which was the TCJA, which stands for Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Now, this was a massive tax reduction, and it's mostly been in place since 2017. However, it's going to be sunsetting as of the end of 2025. In other words, what I mean by sunsetting, going away. Therefore, this is going to be massively raising taxes, like you heard me say, at a tune of $4.5 trillion for you, for me, and basically everybody else out there, for businesses, small, medium, and large. Everybody will feel the effects of this to some degree, some a lot more than others, but this is something you certainly need to know about, because right now, is that something you really want on your plate? Another burden out there for your finances when nobody has any money right now? Higher taxes? Well, get ready, because it may be coming, and like I said, unless lawmakers actually do something to reverse this, to stop it, or extend these out, we're going to be dealing with this, and this is going to be very impactful. So let me share with you the details of that. However, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video, thumbs up button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Also, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe as well. Again, big subscribe button down below. Totally free to do so. I love free. I love free stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your support, and let's talk through the details here. All right, so there was some messaging that came out of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce recently saying, hey, get ready, everybody. This is coming here, and you may want to think carefully, which, by the way, quick disclaimer here, this is not political advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm not telling you how to vote. All I'm telling you is that this is the information that's out there, and I just want to be the messenger for you, okay? So just please take note of that. I am not here to tell you what to do, but rather I just want you to know all the information. So they're basically just saying, just please think about how and where you're voting this year, because it's going to impact everybody going forward. Now, I don't necessarily want to talk about many of the different provisions that are going to impact businesses. Don't get me wrong. There's probably some business owners here that watch these videos. By the way, thanks for watching. Really, really appreciate you. But I think it's mostly individuals and families and couples and things like that that watch the majority of my videos here on the channel. So what I do want to talk about is some of the provisions within this that will be sunsetting, as in going away, as a result of the end of 2025, and how this will smack a lot of people, and unexpectedly, okay? So just want you to be aware of this. Now, there's a lot of provisions out there for businesses, okay? A lot of it is that's great, not bad, right? But there's also some things out there as well that'll impact all of us. First off, have you heard of the standard deduction? Yeah, exactly. The standard deduction is like the most basic thing on a tax return. Basically what it does is it I shouldn't say automatically, but basically you take the standard deduction and it just reduces your income right off the top, right? So let's just say, for example, let's just say that you earn, I don't know, $20,000. I'm just making up a number here, okay? It could be any number, literally doesn't matter. You earn $20,000. You apply the standard deduction. Let's just call it, for easy math purposes, let's just say the standard deduction for an individual is $14,000, okay? So if you have a standard deduction of $14,000, I know it's not that. I'm just using this for easy math, okay? You earn 20, take the standard deduction, $14,000. It reduces your income by 14 grand right off the top. No questions asked. Standard deduction, whack. Your income is now $6,000, okay? 20,000 minus the $14,000 standard deduction. You've got a taxable income of now $6,000, okay? Again, I'm making this super basic, super simple, but you get the point here, okay? So rather than having a $20,000 taxable income, now you have a $6,000 taxable income because of the standard deduction. Well, because of the TCJA, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, one thing that took place during that time was they doubled the standard deduction. Now, I want to be fair with you. I don't remember what it was back in 2017, but they doubled it. This was massive, okay? However, as of the end of 2025, it's going back to what it was, okay? It'll no longer be doubled. Well, the IRS recently announced the standard deduction for 2025, $15,000 for an individual or $30,000 for a married couple. My point is, let's just say that you're an individual in 2025 and you earn $15,000. Guess what? Your income is now zero. Why? Standard deduction, baby. Yeah, you make 15 grand. You take the standard deduction, $15,000, whack, your income on paper is now $0. Congratulations, you have zero basically taxes due, okay? I mean, obviously there's some, depending on how you got that money, stuff like that. By the way, this is not tax advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm literally simplifying this very, very basically, okay? Not tax advice, not financial advice, not accounting advice. I am not your CPA. I'm just giving you some just very practical and just very simple numbers here to kind of look at the example, okay? However, now let's look at the same situation. Okay, let's just say that the standard deduction is $15,000 for 2025, which it is for an individual. However, for 2026, when all of this is going to sunset, let's just say now the lawmakers sit on their bum and do nothing, and they let all of this expire. Okay, first off, thanks a lot, Congress. Yeah, you bunch up. Never mind. Okay, sorry, I'll keep that to myself. But anyway, okay, so they did nothing about it. Now, the standard deduction has been cut in half to $7,500 as an individual. Okay, that'd be half of it. Now, for 2026, it's going to be higher than that. But again, I'm just making this very simple here to understand and illustrate the point I'm trying to make here, okay? Now it's cut in half. $7,500 would be the new standard deduction based on the reduction of this because of letting this expire, okay? Now you earn $15,000 again in 2026. Congratulations. In 2025, you essentially had zero income because you wiped it all away because of the standard deduction. Now, you can't do that anymore because if the standard deduction is now $7,500, half of $15,000, now you have a taxable income of $7,500. Whereas in 2025, the previous year, you had a taxable income of $0 because it was wiped away because of the standard deduction. Does that kind of make sense, right? So that's a big one right there, okay? Just giving you some very round, easy to understand numbers and illustrations here to kind of make the point that I'm pointing out here. However, guess what else is going away? Remember how the child tax credit payments have been increased, right? Higher child tax credit payments basically doubled, right? Yeah, guess what? That's going away too. So this will impact millions and millions and millions and millions of families out there who rely on the higher child tax credit payments to basically, reduce their taxable income and maybe get a little bit of a credit back on their tax returns from the federal government, things like this, to help them out a little bit financially. That is going back down by about 50%. It's being reduced again. So that would be not a good thing for millions of families, okay? Now, one more thing I want to point out really quickly. I know that there's a ton of people here on the channel that watch my videos who receive fixed income benefits, Social Security, SSDI, Survivor, Spousal, SSI, VA, retirement benefits, things like this. Most of these individuals have a zero income. Why? Well, you earn, 10 grand, 12 grand, 14 grand, 15 grand, whatever it is from your fixed income benefit. The standard deduction basically makes your income zero. Therefore, a lot of people in this category don't even file a tax return because your income is below the standard deduction, and therefore your income is basically zero anyway. So there's really kind of no need to. Again, not accounting advice, not tax advice. I'm not telling you what to do. You got to do that for yourself, okay? But my point is, in this case, if they reduce the standard deduction by 50%, right, they bring it back down, now guess what? Now you possibly have, again, a lot of factors considered here, okay? I know it's different for fixed income benefit. Again, just trying to make this very basic and simple here. You now may have a taxable income, even as a fixed income beneficiary. Yeah, you like that? Exactly. And again, yes, I do totally understand that there are tax brackets, or not tax brackets, but different allowances as far as your provisional income and your Social Security benefit, things like that, to determine how much of your benefit is actually taxable. I totally get that. I've talked about that many times before in other videos. Totally understand that. But my point is, I'm trying to make a very simple illustration here as to how much this is going to whack a lot of people out there and that don't even understand that this is coming, okay? Just saying. Oh, who knows? Maybe lawmakers come forward and they say, hey, we want to extend these out, or even better, we want to make these permanent because, because of our terrible policies over the last several years here, a lot of people are struggling financially because we added some really bad policies and we jacked up inflation. Now nobody can afford anything anymore. And we're going to extend these tax cuts out so that people can actually put some food on the table. Otherwise, we're all going to be standing in bread lines. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so just saying, maybe they come forward and do something about this. I don't know. I wouldn't bank on that. Okay, hopefully they do. Hopefully they do something for the people. But I'm saying this much as well. If they don't, just be prepared. They don't have to do anything, okay? They absolutely 100% do not need to do anything. Would it be in the best interest of the American people? Well, realistically, it'd be in the best interest of a lot of people and businesses, but does not mean that they have to do it, okay? They could just say, sorry, tough luck, it's expiring, and we're going to let it do that. That's why we had an expiration date in the first place. They could do that. They could easily do that. To be honest with you, I don't foresee them doing that. I foresee them doing some kind of revision, extension, something to change it, to maybe bring it back, to keep it in place, to do something about it. I totally expect them to do something. I don't expect them to just let it completely go away, but we have to be prepared in case they do. I have no idea what they're going to do. They probably have no idea what they're going to do, and we have about a year until all this happens, okay? Either way, I wanted to give you this little warning now and this little message out of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and some of the messaging that they've had out there. Again, not making political statements, not telling you how to vote, not telling you what to think, not telling you what to do, but rather I just want to share this information with you so you can understand what is going on and what you may need to be prepared for, okay? Again, we all have our own ideas, we all have our own opinions, and that's totally fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm never going to sit here and tell you how to think. Not my style. We're all adults here. You can do that yourself, okay? Anyway, but I do want to be the messenger and give you the information that's out there so you can be prepared to know what we're about to experience, right? This, among many other things that are likely happening here, there's a lot of things going on. So just wanted to share this information with you so you can be prepared and just kind of, I don't know, something to think about, right? And who knows, maybe you love it. And that's totally fine too. If you love this and think this is the best thing ever since sliced bread and I can't wait for this to go into effect and all these things to be expired, then that's cool. That's totally fine. Everybody is completely fine to say that. That's totally fine. Not a problem whatsoever, okay? Just want to throw that out there really quickly. So, hope this helps you to some degree. Again, as always, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Let me know what else I can do for you. If you want me to jump on a live stream and talk about this further, explain the details more for you, whatever else. And again, there's a bunch of other business deductions out there as well. The accelerated depreciation, that's phasing out at the end of 2026, stuff like that. Again, I can tell you all kinds of stuff, but again, I just wanted to talk about the kind of the main points here that's going to pertain to the biggest group of people out there. Individuals, families, fixed income beneficiaries, stuff like that. Business owners, I mean, obviously I can make a dedicated video for you, a separate one, but that's going to be totally different stuff, and that's totally fine. I can do that certainly if you want me to. Let me know. I can certainly talk about it. All right, so anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, please make sure to like the video, thumbs up button down below. Thank you so much, really appreciate it. Otherwise, subscribe down below as well. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button down there. Thanks again, really appreciate you. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel, the 5,000 plus videos in the video library. The ones I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. Some popular videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos. Just have a nice day. Again, I say that all the time. Seriously, right now, that's all that really matters. Just have a good day, right? Anyway, I'm here for you. Enjoy, and I'll see you again later in the